Connect with our chartists as well. We've got Kunal Bothra as well as Nooresh Merani joining in at the top of the show. And Kunal, let's get in a sense from you first up. The fact that we've got support coming in from all quarters, the broader markets are looking resilient, 18,174. Your call was to book profits, right, on the index?
Absolutely, yes. And I maintain that stance on the index at least for the next couple of days, because the closer we are towards that 18,200 mark, the risk reward would be a lot more skewed to initiate a fresh buy. In fact, throughout the day, what we've seen actually is the index pausing. I think at 90 points, 100 points on the Nifty as well as 200 points on the Bank Nifty, maybe plus minus 20, 30 points for the individual indices. But then, the action is specific towards more stocks. And I think for the first time, we are seeing a lot of the mid-cap names showing a lot of high beta action for themselves as compared to the large cap stocks. So I believe that the action is bound to shift towards those mid-cap and the small cap into the market right now. And the index as well as many of the large cap names could likely get into a bit of a pause. So that's why the shift of stance from moving out of the index towards individual stocks, and specifically the high beta name in the mid-cap and small caps.
Okay. Nooresh, what's your sense? Because we were earlier also discussing the adage goes that sell in May and go away. But what about this May 2023? Is it going to be different?
That's something, if we look at it historically, you cannot actually make trading decisions on that. So the whole logic of selling in May, buying in October, etc. works well in a bear cycle. But as of now, we are in a bull market, so we could get into a pause. But overall, would not decide a trade or a investment decision purely on such seasonality. Every year is different. So for now, the markets are in firm trend. What we are seeing is it is not just the large caps, it is large caps, mid caps, small caps, micro caps. Everything has been trending up. So in such a scenario, you want to tail on to your positions. Yes, there would be pauses. We saw a pause at 17,800. We should ideally see a pause at this 18,200 mark. And say every time we take a step up, the previous step should act as a support. So 17,800 now becomes a support area. And 18,200, post that the next major resistance only comes at 18,600 to 18,800. So for now, the momentum is strong. The only case where the pause becomes much more necessary is the fact that on the Bank Nifty, which has been an outperforming index, at 43,500, we are just 500, 700 points away from an all-time high. That's like 1.5%, 2%. So out here, it's difficult to cross all-time highs in a single sweep. So the view is at these prices, we could see a pause on the Nifty, but stock-specific action should continue.
Slowly and steadily, we have come very close to that all-time high level, and just as you pointed out, 5 to 7% away from that mark. But let's talk